What do you want people to feel when they listen to your music?
Whatever they want to feel. I mean, me personally, I look at things from a unique perspective, so it's in the music, really. I mean, I'll tell you this. The way I think about things, I feel is a correct way, but you don't have to feel that way, you know? So I got complaints, I got things I talk about in the world that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I think could be improved or whatever. I talk about my own personal improvement, you know? I talk about things that happen around my way, you know? Just, you know, same old thing, but I say it my way, you know? I don't do it the gangster way, you know? Although I might be dealing with some of the same type of things, I don't go about it the same way.
Do you think, this is something I'm kind of asking people around, do you think, there's been a lot of comparison in the press and everything, that 2008 and 1968 and kind of like a catalyst for change, like sort of thing, do you think that's happening this year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And why?
Oh yeah. I mean, because I was born in the 70s, so I was watching a lot of stuff go down when it was going down. And it's just the same thing. I'll tell you like this, on just the musical level, it's almost identical, you know what I'm saying? And, well, at the time, it wasn't hip-hop, it was funk at the time. That was the big thing. And basically, to make a long story short, the record companies extracted the bare essentials from funk and created disco. And it was this big hate wave against disco and stuff, and everybody stopped buying them records. I mean, people were going platinum, you know, for the first time. Like, people was platinum, maybe double platinum. Now it's like extra, but it's the same thing. Everybody's getting sick of all that stuff.
What do you think people are going to turn towards now?
You know what? Honestly, I don't think a lot of people know what they want to turn towards, to tell you the truth. You know, I think people are confused. And I think people are jaded, you know what I'm saying? I think people are just kind of fed up, you know? So, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm just dealing with it myself, you know? I try not to be jaded. I try not to be too upset about things. I just try to be cool, you know?
Is there anything, like any specific cause that's going on right now that you find yourself particularly drawn to?
My cause is making sure that me and my family eat, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Everything else I try to block out. Although I'm aware of things that happen, but for the most part, I try to focus on me. Now my girl, she stay in the news all the time, looking at stuff happening, crying all the damn time, you know what I'm saying, getting upset and stuff, and I'm like, man, you a grown woman, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't have time for that. I've already been through a lot of stuff in my life, so I just don't have time to be focused on a lot of outside things, because if I do, I'll be miserable, pretty much, so. But, I try to stay aware of things. For the most part, you know, I want things to work, you know. Right now, things ain't working right. Without getting too politically charged or nothing right now, you know, everybody know we got a boob in the White House, you know. Been there for a while, screwing things up. So I mean, it's looking bad. To tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying, it's looking real bad. But I'm gonna leave it at that, you know.
Well, do you have any confidence or faith or maybe hope? I don't know, use a cliche term, that things will that this could be the year that maybe stuff starts to turn around?
I'll tell you like this. For me, yeah. You know what I'm saying? For me, yeah, I think things are gonna turn around, and I constantly improve on things, and I constantly try to move forward, you know, without taking too many steps backward. But that's me, you know, I can't tell you what everybody else is going to do. If I had my way, then everybody else would do it like I do it, and just try to learn something every day, you know, try to feed their mind, try to stretch their capabilities, not be afraid of challenges, you know what I'm saying, take challenges as just that, not be afraid of failure, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, stuff like that. And just be cool about stuff and not get so overexcited about things. That's what I would wish everybody would be like. But that's, you know, I'm not gonna wish for things, you know. I can only handle what I handle myself. And if people want to listen to my music and they feel like, you know, they get some kind of inspiration from it, that'd be great too, you know, because that's what it's there for. But if they don't, you know, if they don't want to hear that, they don't want to focus in on it like that, I try to make it so where you could just enjoy it on a basic level, you know what I'm saying? Just basically hearing the sounds of the music. That's all. You ain't even got to worry about what I'm saying. So I try to make it for whoever want to listen to it. You can get deep if you want to, or you know, you can not get deep. You know.
So, just one last question: where do you want to go next?
Where do I want to go next? Production, pretty much. I mean, and that could stand for anything, pretty much. I mean, I would like to score movies. You know, I studied music theory for like the last 9 years, so I'm pretty good at it now. So I definitely wouldn't mind doing something like scoring, even a show or a commercial. I don't even care, you know. Just something, you know, where I wouldn't have to be on the road all the time, because I've been touring for so long that it's just, you know, exhausting. So I've been putting a lot of my effort into production, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just did something for Carlos Santana's son, Salvador Santana. So that's the first big project that I ever did, and they was pretty excited. So I mean, they was like, man, flabbergasted. So I'm glad about that. I mean, I did like 4 remixes. It was a remix, so I did 4 of them. Sent them 1. I sent them 2, and they picked 1. So I didn't even let them hear the other 2. But I worked hard on it though. So I mean, that's the lane that I want to go to next. But I still love rapping, you know what I'm saying? I still love hip hop in its original form, you know. So I'm still gonna do that. I'm just not really dependent upon that paying my bills, because right now it's too easy to be able to get records on the internet. I mean, you don't even have to try. All you gotta do is just go to Google, and you don't even have to know how to search hella well, and you can find damn near anything you want to find. So it's a wrap, pretty much. I mean, why would you buy it if you can get it for free? And that goes for like movies, you know, software, whatever. And I can't really hate, because, you know, I'll be downloading stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I knew this day would come one day. I don't know though, we'll see.
So if I can back her just once, what originally got you into music and hip hop? What started all of it?
I've always been into music, but as a kid, I was into poetry, like heavy. So from that to hearing my first rap songs, you know, like on the radio and stuff, what they was talking about was stuff that I was experiencing, you know, like stuff I would see in the street or things that I would be doing, you know what I'm saying? I was out there. So that was just, basically I thought it was something that you couldn't do, and they was doing it. I was like, damn, I didn't know that you could say this on a record. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you could get away with that. So it's similar to the feeling that I had with like George Clinton, when I first heard George Clinton like hella long ago. The same feeling. Like, damn, I didn't know you could tell jokes on records. I didn't know you could be funny. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was illegal for some dumb reason in music. I guess I just never heard it before. So that was my initial, you know, my inauguration, I guess you could say. All the early stuff. Run DMC was a big influence on me. Africa Bambaataa was a big influence. LL Cool J was a tremendous influence, because he was young at the time. So I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, that you would probably recognize, but like those were like my top ones, and everybody else in school too. You know, like even if they weren't really hella into rap like that, they knew who they were. You know, and it continued like that for a while. You know, I just sharpened my blades. You know, practiced. My cousin Ice Cube, he came out with NWA. So when that started popping off, I started bugging him about, you know, trying to help me out. So him and this cat named Jinx that he used to work with too, which is Dr. Dre's cousin. Both of them kind of like mentored me. And from there, you know, I just kept working at it, developed my crew, Hieroglyphics, you know, and we just did it like that. I mean, it seemed straightforward and easy, but it wasn't really, you know, because I had been rapping for years and years and years without any kind of thought of ever getting signed or, you know what I'm saying, ever getting paid for it. I was strictly doing it for fun. And I still do it for fun now, but I'm more aware of what people want, you know, and what, you know, what, how could I say it? What people could tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain level that people could tolerate, and then once you get past that, it's like, okay, man, I'm cool. You know, I don't want to hear it no more, you know? So I try to stay somewhere within that, you know? It's like walking a tightrope or something, so it's pretty hard, but you never can gauge it. You never know what people are going to like. So I mean, that's the level that I'm taking it to now. Before it was just fun.